Hey there, Marc Millan here. Today I would like to summarize chapter 2 from a book I've recently written called Leading Worship 10 Simple Truths. Chapter 2 is titled Connected to the Vine, and it's about our connection with God and how important that is to us as worship leaders. So I want to start off by reading the verse that kicks off the chapter. This is John chapter 15, verse 5, and it says this: I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever abides in me and I in him, he it is that bears much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing. I start off by sharing a story that in here, where I live in Florida, we have a lot of rainstorms during the summer. And when those rainstorms come, sometimes they come pretty strong with winds. You see the trees moving back and forth. You see branches snapping off. But the tree kind of stands there because it's really rooted and grounded into the ground. Now, I used to live in California, Southern California, San Diego area, and it never rained in San Diego. And when it did rain, and in fact, I lived there for 3 years before I actually saw it rain, but the time that it rained, the rain pretty much caused all kinds of trouble. If you saw social media, it says pray for San Diego, pretty much because since it never rains, it cannot handle the storms. So the trees, when the rain would fall, they just didn't know how to deal with it. Branches would completely fall over. They would fall over cars. They would be flooding all over the streets, all because those trees didn't know how to handle the storms. Their connection in the ground and their ability to withstand the pressure of rain pretty much would bring them down. On the contrary, here in Florida, the trees are always standing. I mean, it'd have to be a pretty substantial hurricane. In this chapter, I pretty much tackle the idea of staying connected to the vine being Jesus as our source for energy. Now, you know and I know the weekend comes around every 7 days, and that takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of planning and preparation, prayer, memorizing of songs, lyrics, music, you name it. And a lot of that can take a toll on our soul. So we have to find a way to make sure that we are staying connected to the true vine, which is Jesus, because if not, at the end of the day, we're going to find ourselves empty and depleted. I want to leave you with one of the questions at the end of the chapter. What are the specific things you do after you've led worship that help you stay in love with Jesus? I think that's real important because we can fall in love with songs, fall in love with music, fall in love with ministry. But over time, I think that takes a toll on our love and the love that we have for Jesus on a personal level, which is what this is all about. So I'm curious to know what you're doing for that. I hope this helps spark some conversation in your mind or in your team on how you can stay connected to the vine. From my heart to yours, until next time.